That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He'll give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
It's a gain of 17.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And a Bengal first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Peters on the coverage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a give to Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Buying time to his left. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. They go play action with Jackson. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
He was brought down.
Earl Thomas in on the stop.
He may be playing free safety while wrapped up in a corner's body, but Earl Thomas is the best center fielder in the game. He cleans up everything back there as far as I'm concerned. I think he just has intelligence, understands things, and boy, is he tough.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards.
First down, Bengals.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Good.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. 2nd and 20. And now we're going to get a delay of game. and that's going to back him up halfway. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Jackson on second down. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yards that time on the punt, and the Ravens will take over.
1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession, but at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again. Jackson, flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. On 1st down, Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Open man is Uzama. And they're able to 25. 16 yards of
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner for a really nice gain.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On second down, here's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Number 83.
Tyler Boyd. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now.
That is good. Makes the score Bengals 28.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. Well, what's the call here? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Carl Lawson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Number 21, Mark Ingram, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Trey Waynes. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Caught by Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Bengals grab it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
57 is the mic. Rock 57. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley, and he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 28.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know, it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
A toss left, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Bengals 35.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Oh, able to avoid it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marvin Jones, 83 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to see what's said, but that boy's against it. Focusing on me isn't Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LREs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a second and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. His throw incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Complete to John.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
And a Bengal first down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
On the carry.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Chuck Clark on the
clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
At the 3-yard line.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Lining up for the point.
And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye, Mike Daniels, in for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football.
He's got a man, complete. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
operating from the gun. Jackson now in desperation throw deep downfield.
Jackson.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Carl Lawson on the tackle. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They go play action with Burrow. The 20. Got to make And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Ravens 27.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,